So here's a famous example, actually, from George Lakoff, who's here at Berkeley, or retired now, not sure. If I were to tell you I need relief from something and it's a really big burden and I need a break from it, what category of a thing might I be talking about? Something pleasant? Something lovely? Something desirable? No, right? A disease or a duty or a pain. This is where most audiences will say, my job or my children. But you guys, you don't have children, so you don't know. This class doubles as the only still free birth control you're going to get. Just wait. So something that we're trying to avoid, of course, like taxes. The tax burden on middle-class families is simply too great. We need tax relief for the poorest Americans or the poorest Californians. We need a tax breaks for people who are struggling to make ends meet. So even as we're trying to push our issue, those of us who are on the side of believing that taxes are actually the price that we pay to have things like toilets that flush, or the stuff go away once you flushed it, we are impugning taxes. And it's actually even worse than that. If you can remember back to I don't know how many teleplays ago on the reality show that never gets canceled and is the worst one on TV, Washington, D.C., at the end of 2011, there was a debate going on about whether the Bush tax cuts should expire. Remember that? Yes. So the Democrats thought that they were being all message discipline-y and saying tax cut extension. We're going to call this a tax cut extension. And the Republicans that wanted to keep the Bush era thing, they want to call it a tax increase. But ultimately, this is a glass is half full, glass is half empty conversation. If we're talking about taxes, we are in a taxes frame, right? And what is in a taxes frame? The stuff in that central circle. And just like in my restaurant example, it made you think of utensils but not hula hoops. When we're talking about taxes, what is not evoked is the stuff that taxes pay for. We are literally the only people on earth who attempt to sell a product by saying, look at the price, see the price? Let's have a conversation about the price. Did we mention the price? We'd like to talk to you about the price, right? So every time, which is like every minute, right now we're talking about tax cuts for the wealthiest, tax cuts for billionaires. It's not tax cuts, it's revenue grabs, right? It's school closures, it's no road repair, it's no Meals on Wheels. We need to talk about the things the taxes buy, not the taxes. Does that make sense?